Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to be on. I'm definitely feeling better. I'm still only going to go 20 minutes this morning, taking it a little bit easy. The last thing you want to do when you haven't been feeling well is push yourself, and then you just, end up setting yourself back, which I definitely do not want to do. I am ready for this cold or whatever it is to be gone. So this morning we're going to do my triceps, biceps, and shoulder workout, but we're going to do a slow burn, which is awesome. It's where we are going to do moves followed by a hold. I feel like I'm really high. Do you guys feel like I'm really high? We'll try that. I'm going to move this too. I was clearly not very organized this morning. I mean, I was, but I wasn't because I feel like I didn't figure out my shot. Okay. First, we're going to warm up. You guys always have to do your warm-ups. I never want you skipping them. I know it can be tempting, especially if you jump on late, to not want to get it in, but don't do that. Don't do that. You want to get your muscles warmed up, let them know something's coming, and it just feels good too. It really does. So you're grabbing one hand. These are all very gentle stretches though. Press your elbow up towards the ceiling, straight up, and then you want to pull down into the back. And then down into the back. And you want to push your fingertips back towards you. And then give yourself some hugs. We're going to have a great workout. Someone is saying hello to me. Good morning, Bonnie. Love having you guys on. Short and sweet this morning. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is a tricep exercise. So get your mat. And I'm actually not going to use weights for most of these. Trying to be good with my shoulder. Okay, so what I want you to do is be in this position, and you're going to extend out to the side, and I want you to really squeeze that tricep as hard as you can. Teresa, Rochelle, good morning. So that is what we are going to do. And we are going to do 15 reps on each side, and then we'll come back for our slow burn hold. So squeeze out to the side, and you really have to focus on squeezing that tricep. And you want to make sure your abs are tight, nothing's moving. You see how everything is slow and controlled. We're not rushing, we're not moving our body, we're not using momentum. You take breaks when you need to. If at any time, if you feel like your form is starting to falter, that's when I want you to drop down to a lower weight. If you just feel an intense burn, stop for 3 to 4 seconds, jump back into it, and keep the same weight if you can. But again, it's all about good form. 5 more. Really squeeze those triceps. Okay, now we're going to do our 30-second hold. So you are going to go out to the side and squeeze that tricep as hard as you can. Got to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Do not release those abs. Keep them tight. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Other side, go right into it. You have got to squeeze. This is an isometric hold. That is where the intense burn comes in. It is great for building strong, lean muscles. And the fact of the matter is, if you want to, embark on the warmer weather in a few months, feeling good and confident instead of wanting to cover everything up, this is when you have to start. You have to start in January. And you know what? Just feels so good. Stretch it out a little bit. That was awesome. Okay, and you guys, I'm so sorry I'm sniffling. It's gross, but I can't help it. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do, double eights. So you're gonna hold 2 dumbbells, feet hip width apart, and you are gonna curl up for a count of 8, and you are gonna go down for a count of 8. I would like you to use 5 pounds. You can always start with, even if you're brand new, you can start with 5 pounds and drop down after 1. It really does not matter. If you're brand new, 2s or 3s are good. You're still gonna feel the burn. We're gonna do this for 1 minute. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lower. You're still squeezing those biceps as hard as you can. Remember, your core is tight again. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Come on. So you see this slowness, this slow movement, slow and controlled. And one more. Come on, 8 more seconds. Your biceps should be on fire. If they're not, your weight is not heavy enough. Now we go right here. This is your position, and I want you squeezing those biceps. Your elbows are in. Your core is tight, tight, tight. You have a slight bend in your standing legs. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Squeeze those biceps. Again, you want to be holding those weights. If the burn gets to be too intense, you can drop them or take a little break. 3, 2, 1, done. Woo! Nothing like a little burn. Have a sip of water. Oh my goodness. Oh. The doctor gave me an inhaler the other day and I didn't bring it. So I'm like, I don't need that. And now I'm kind of wishing I had brought it. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our weights in front of us. Our palms are facing each other. Do not go any heavier than 5s. You're going to squeeze up, out, in, and down. The focus is on your shoulders, but remember, your core is the center of your power. So it doesn't matter whether you're working shoulders, biceps, triceps, chest, back, legs. You have got to keep this tight for a number of reasons. Good form is most critical. And it also helps you. These muscles help you with these exercises and help you have good form, helps prevent injury. And then at the same time, you're strengthening those muscles, even though you might be working something else. So I am going to see how this goes. I wish I had my ones, but whatever. So we are going to do 15 total. So your feet are hip width apart. Remember, a little bend. You're going to go up. Your palms are facing each other. Squeeze open, squeeze in, and down. Do you notice my body is not moving at all? The only thing that's moving are my arms. Your entire core is tight. You are basically like a totem pole with arms that are moving. What happens sometimes is when the weights start to feel too heavy, you'll do a jerking motion to get them up, but I don't want you doing that. That is not good form. That leaves you susceptible to injury. And less importantly, you just don't get the full benefits of the exercise. So come on, we have 8 more of these. Now again, if your form is good and you are just on fire, you take 3 seconds like I am, and then you get back into it. Five more. We got 4 more. Shoulders are challenging. Listen, I had no idea. I was like, oh, shoulders? I'll do shoulders today. That'll be easy. Like when I first started working out with weights. Because I had never in my life worked shoulders. All the times I was in a gym, had a trainer, nobody ever worked my shoulders. Can I tell you, it's changed my life working my shoulders. I know that sounds overly dramatic, but as someone who's had headaches since she was 7, because I hold all my stress in my shoulders, it has been a game changer for me. Okay, so the next one that we are going to do. Okay, so there's a machine in the gym. Remember we do that one exercise, ab exercise where we're on our knees. That cable, it's a machine and it has a bunch of cables with weights on one end, and then you can attach different kinds of handles and bars to the other end. There's a set of ropes that you can attach and they hang together. So you want to pretend like you're grabbing each side of the rope. You are going to pull down as if there's a cable and weights on the other end. And when you get to the bottom, you split your hands. Okay, so this is the motion. And do you see what happens when I do that? This muscle, you can't see with the light, this muscle is engaged. So that is the motion we want to get. So remember, the rope has 2 pieces with a rubber ball on the end, and that's to keep your hands from sliding off. So I want you to grab that rope, pull down in front of you, and squeeze. Back up, squeeze. So you want to pretend like you can be using 5-pound weights if you want, or lighter. I wouldn't go any heavier. Again, you're slow and controlled. So when you do this, the cable always goes back up, and then you have to pull it back down. Come on. Take those breaks when you need to. If your form is starting to falter, drop those weights and pick up something lighter, or just finish with no weights. Oh, I love that exercise, and that's the amazing thing, that I have tried to recreate all the stuff that you can do at the gym in your living room so that you're not paying gym memberships. You don't have to take that time to get up, make yourself look halfway presentable to get to the gym, drive to the gym, be at the gym, drive home, pay for it. All of that stuff is not necessary. It is not necessary. Okay, so next we're going to do a seated bicep curl. I would prefer you be on a ball. I really need to get a ball for here, but I don't have one because there's not really anywhere to put it. Okay, so we are going to do our hold because we forgot our hold for the last one. Okay, stand back up, sorry. Squeeze out to the side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Remember, you have to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And you know what else we're going to go back and do? Because I forgot to hold for the shoulder too. See, I can tell my brain is not fully functioning. I am not fully functioning, but I'm so happy I'm working out. Squeeze. Oh, good job. Take a couple seconds. When we did our shoulder exercise, we did not do our hold. We're going to lift up and out to the side. You are going to have to squeeze like a crazy person. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Is that core tight? It better be. You need it. You need it to keep you solid. You're probably shaking. That is okay. Squeeze those shoulders. Squeeze that core. And breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Come on, we have 5 more seconds. And done. Good job. Okay. Okay, I don't have my ball for that. That is okay. Don't worry too much. You can always improvise, but if you're at home and you don't have a ball yet, I want you to get a ball. You need a ball. It's such an awesome piece of equipment that is going to serve you well. Okay, so we're going to work our triceps. You're going to lay on the ground. You can lay on your ball if you would like an added challenge. Can you guys see me? Okay, so your arms are up above your head. The weights are on either side of your head. When you lower, I want your elbows to be pointing straight up at the ceiling. So you're gonna lower these down by your ears, and you're gonna squeeze your triceps as hard as possible to get them back up. So I don't want, see how my elbow's staying in the same position? That is what I want. I'm not using this because of my elbow issues. Okay, squeeze up. So you see how this part of my arm is not moving at all. And I want you to squeeze really hard as you come up, and I want you to squeeze as you lower. You should be using 5-pound weights. If you're more experienced, you can use 8-pound weights, but certainly no heavier than that, unless you are just, exceptionally strong, and that's cool too. So remember, those abs are engaged. 5 more. Squeeze and 1. Now we have to do our hold. Are you guys ready for it? I hope so. Grab your weights. Elbows up in the air, and you're right here. And you are squeezing your triceps as hard as humanly possible. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Your triceps should be on fire. If they are not on fire, your weights are not heavy enough. Squeeze those triceps. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, 1, done. Oh my gosh. The holds are just so good. So I have entire workouts that are just isometric holds. If you have not done one, I will probably be doing it this week. So good. How are we doing time-wise, people? Oh my gosh, we're doing awesome. We are almost done. Okay, so we're gonna do a lying down bicep curl. So you're gonna lay on the ground, you're gonna squeeze up and squeeze down. You really have to focus on those biceps, okay? We are slow, we are controlled, we are amazing, we are not sloppy. No sloppiness here, and no quitting. You are not allowed to quit. You keep going, even if you drop the weights, you're sucking wind. Maybe you don't get all 15 reps in, maybe you only get 10 in, but you know what? You showed up, you're doing it, you're working hard. So that is what we care about, okay? I would not recommend any, if you've been doing my workouts for a long time, you could go 8. I normally recommend 5 if you're just starting out, 2s or 3s, okay? So curl in, and so you're squeezing on the way up and on the way down. When you go down, I want full extension. Don't stop short. Your abs are engaged. You need them to help you. Your body should be still. You squeeze those biceps like crazy. 5 more. 3, you got this. 2 and 1. Awesome. Now we're going to do our hold because I know you all been waiting for it. That was a joke. Okay, so get your weights. This is your position. You squeeze those biceps as hard as you can. Your abs are tight. You want to be about 6 inches off the ground where you're really having to squeeze your biceps. And you are breathing. If your biceps are not on fire, your weights are not heavy enough. It's called slow burn for a reason. 2, 1, done. So if you're just starting out, you're going to be learning your body. You're going to be learning your muscles. You're going to be learning what they are capable of at this stage of the game. Now, doing the workouts 4, 5, 6 times a week, those things are going to change. Those milestones are going to change. What your muscles are capable of is going to change because they're getting stronger. So as you work them, they get broken down. When they repair themselves stronger. So Some common things you need to do are pay attention to what you're lifting. Don't just keep lifting the same weight because that's what you have. If you only have 3s or you only have 5s, and you start to feel like you're not burning as much, you need to bump up. You need to get yourself those new weights. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do are I don't knows. Your feet are hip width apart, your core is tight. You're gonna say, I don't know, and squeeze those shoulders, get them as close to your ears as you can. We're gonna do 15, and then we'll do our hold. Core is tight. Really squeeze, get them as far up as you can. You can use heavier weights. So if you have 8s, use them. But don't get stuck in the like 5-pound weight category, okay? You need heavier anyway. Even if you're starting, you need those 8-pound weights for your lower body. If you need a break, take it. Look at that, that's our timer. We're gonna keep going, 5 more. Okay, now we have to do our hold. And then we will do our cool down. Squeeze. You really have to engage your core for this. Squeeze those shoulders as hard as you can. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. We have less than 10 seconds. 2, 1, done. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. We're gonna cool down now. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss anybody. All right. So put your thumbs on the front of your hips and push towards me. And release. Great shoulder stretch. Elbow up in the air. Same stretch we did for the warm-up. Pull down into the back. You have got to stretch them out. I apologize in advance if you can't get your bra off tonight before bed. It's one of the first things that people notice after doing one of my upper body workouts. They're like, I couldn't unclasp my bra. I'm like, yeah, sounds about right. We are waking these muscles up. We are working them. Fact of the matter is we do not want to go into the back 40 or back 50 being weak and feeling crappy. So much better to feel energetic and motivated and strong, and it really will encompass your whole life. Just give it a chance. I know it's hard to stay motivated. Put a calendar on your fridge. I tell everybody that. Mark off each day you do in a week. When you have that in front of you, you're gonna be like, you know what? Oh, I've done 3 days this week. I wanna get in one more workout. And then you put that X up there and it feels great. So keep going, don't give up. I promise you will start to see the benefits. Take those progress pictures once a month, and that's really where you're gonna see it. So have a great day. I will be on tomorrow morning. I don't know what time, but I'll probably be, I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna see how I feel later and then I'll update, okay? Bye.